take it off. So, you know, if they're just flying around like this,
Uh-huh.
the next stage is they start to ping you.
Okay.
They bump you and say, hey, we know you're here.
Yeah.
And then the next thing is they're stinging you.
Okay. Ooh, that one looks good. That's a nice hive, though. It's not, they're not pissy at
So
all.
I want you to put this in order. I want you to look at this and let's put in order which hive is the strongest so far.
Wow, this one. Maybe.
This one and the second one are probably neck and neck.
Wow.
And this one and then the one at the end is the last.
So that's the order.
Okay, so that's the order for today. These two are equal.
Okay.
That's the second strongest. That's your weaker.
And you can just tell because it was more filled in.
You're filled in
between
with bees, and we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. When you add them together, 6, and that's what we had with,
On the second.
on the second one. Okay, so let's see. There's a lot of bees over here, so I don't want, and honey is sort of attached together. So I'm going to try to pull probably this frame out.
Yeah. This is a whole different experience. Thank you. Not to
No
be
problem.
ugly. I don't want to be ugly either.
No, I
But
know. No,
she-
I'm a teacher.
She meant
I'm a
well.
teacher.
Yeah, you are.
Yeah.
And thank you for that.
Yeah, and that's why I teach classes, and that's why I have an education farm.
Yeah. Thank goodness.
Because that's my calling God gave me.
Jerry's mom almost had a school named after her in Austin.
Wow.
She was in the school district that long.
Wow.
She went from
I
doing
even tried it a little bit.
the very minimum type all the way to superintendent, and
And we just need to move it all. Wow.
yeah, she worked
I
at,
don't know if I'd want that job.
well, she was good at it, but she was
It's like honey also, so let's skip this one, push it over.
but also children, like Jerry's sister's in it,
Uh-huh.
AISD, and also her daughter
You know what, my sister does a very interesting thing. She
tests the,
talks to kind of problem children
Mhm.
and checks them out and tries to figure out how the Austin Independent Schools
Keep-
can help them
Keep
the
sliding
most.
it over. Oh, good.
yeah,
Part of their IEPs.
yes.
Okay, let's pull the next one out and see. The next one's not that much difference, but we're getting closer to the brood area, so let's see what we have on the next one. So it looks like they're making comb. See this one? They're making comb and they're filling it in as fast, you know, they're filling it in pretty darn fast. So they just have to keep, and only nurse bees are the ones that are going to make the comb.
Okay,
So it's the bees that are the younger bees under, 2 or 3 weeks that can make the comb.
okay.
The ones that you see flying around here,
Yeah.
they're on their second part of their life and all they do is forage.
Okay,
So you have to have the nurse bees, and we talk about that in the class. Big
Okay.
time importance. People never told me about nurse bees, and they still don't. And I'm like, guys, nurse bees are the key.
they are.
If you don't, you can't live without a queen, and you can't live without nurse bees. If you put a new queen in a hive that has no nurse bees, nobody's going to feed the babies.
Yeah.
So it's dead.
Yeah,
So whether you have a queen or not, it's dead. So
Okay.
you have to have both.
yeah, to be successful.
Yeah, and that's why you'll learn eventually, like if you have a hive that is not doing so well, you might take a frame from this one.
Oh.
And yeah, you can do that.
Okay,
Yeah.
since they live so close, they're neighbors.
Yeah. Well, if it was a frame full of foragers, they would fight.
Oh,
It's nurse bees don't
Nurse
know which
bees.
home is theirs yet. Because
gotcha.
they've never been outside.
Ah,
Yeah.
poor
So
nurses.
You can move them. Now we got a lot more bees on this one, so let's see what we got on this frame. Mm.
Initial look, all I see is
What's on that frame? The bees are on. Is it honey? Is it nectar? Or does it look like baby brood?
well, there's a little honey at the bottom, and then I would.
Then it's all looking like babies. They're all putting their heads in there. So maybe they're day 1 larvae or something like that down there that you can't really see, and they're feeding them.
Something down there.
Let me take a peek. Now, I see pollen. Can you see the yellow pollen?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So pollen, so remember I said it goes honey, and then pollen, and then your brood?
Yes.
So, we're
Honey.
getting
You're
to a
saying
territory.
brood would be below this, or is that
No,
just
it's in
next.
each frame.
Each,
This
it's
is a
building.
honey frame, this has pollen on it, this has brood. And they always build in that order. Because the honey feeds the adults. And the babies. I'm not seeing her on this one, so I think you got lucky. You didn't see her and she's not here. So go ahead and pull the next one. She's probably on the next one.
You passed, Jerry.
Sometimes she does take a walkabout.
Yeah.
I have seen her on a honey frame. I've seen her on the top cover.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
Just
I've
cruising
seen her on the
around.
Queen excluder cover. I mean, you know, it all sort of depends.
Yeah.
But if you had to make an educated guess, which always makes you look good when it's right.
Yeah.
And sometimes she's on the side and sometimes in the bottom. I never try to find her. If I don't see her there, as long as I see evidence, I'm happy.
Yeah.
I've never been able to find her on those.
I get that.
So tell me describe to me what
Well,
you're seeing.
I see larvae in the
Okay.
center there, and around the capped cells.
So she's laying. Yay.
Yay. She's around.
So we just need that number 1 hive to catch up with the others.
Yeah.
She'll get there. Maybe she gets more sun on that one.
It does. It does.
Okay, I'm gonna take, when you're done with it, let me know because I'm going to take it from you.
I really am glad we chose near a tree, but that one is out there.
You can go ahead and look at that other frame in case she's not on here. Now, do I have to see her?
No.
That's right. So if we don't find her on this one, we don't have to because we see the eggs and we see the larva.
I got one right.
You're doing great. Look at how easy you're handling your frames
Jerry,
right
you're
now.
doing it very well. I must say. Don't fall.
I knew I was going to slide on that one.
All
so I
right.
have it bent.
Good. Yeah. I have bad knees too.
Yeah, I
Here's
have.
my queen.
You got her?
Yeah.
Jerry!
Over there in that corner underneath.
Here, let me have it.
Like over towards 1 o'clock, Jerry?